He found the book by accident. It was wedged between a stack of cookbooks and old travel guides. In a secondhand store he swore hadn't been there the week before. No sign out front, no bell on the door, just a narrow room that smelled like dust and rain-soaked paper. The book itself was plain, black cover, no title, no author, no markings at all. He almost put it back until he opened it. The first page held a single sentence, printed neatly in the center. "This story is already happening." He laughed under his breath and bought it for $2. That night he sat alone in his apartment and started reading. The opening paragraph described a man sitting in his living room late at night, the only light coming from the kitchen. It mentioned the faint crack in the ceiling above the light fixture, the chipped mug on the counter, the way the hallway always felt darker than it should. All things the man recognized immediately. He told himself it was coincidence, the kind that only felt personal because he was tired. He kept reading. The next paragraph described the man slowing down, rereading a sentence, glancing up from the page, uneasy without knowing why. That was exactly when he stopped. He closed the book and sat in silence, listening to the soft hum of the refrigerator. His heart was beating faster now, and he didn't like that it felt earned. His phone buzzed, a text from an unknown number. "Don't stop now." He stared at the screen for a long time before picking the book back up. The story jumped ahead. The man was standing in the hallway now, debating whether to leave his apartment, wondering if the sound he thought he'd heard was real or just his imagination filling in the gaps. The book mentioned a noise outside the door. The man frowned. He hadn't heard anything. 3 sentences later, there was a knock. Not loud, not demanding, just a soft, careful tap, as if whoever made it knew exactly how thin the door was. The book never described the person. On the other side, it didn't give a name or a face or even a shape. It only referred to it as the presence, something that moved closer every time a page was turned. Then came the rules. The story could only continue if it was read. Skipping ahead didn't avoid anything. It only made it arrive sooner. Closing the book didn't stop the events. It just left the reader guessing how far along they already were. Panicking, the man flipped toward the end. The final chapter was short. It described him sitting on his bed, the book open in his lap, realizing too late that the story didn't end when the pages did, that it had never been about the book at all, but about attention, about being observed, about consent given one page at a time. The last page was blank. No final sentence, no ending. That was when the sound of the lock turning came from the front door, slow, deliberate. The book slipped from his hands and hit the floor. As it lay open beside the bed, ink began to spread across the empty page, forming words on its own. By the time anyone thought to check on him, the story was complete, and the book was back on the shelf, waiting for someone new to start reading. The police report said the apartment was empty. No signs of a struggle, no forced entry, just a book left open on the floor, its final page filled in. You've crossed into blind shadows. Some stories don't need an ending, they only need a reader.